you have to look out for yourself. You have to really care about yourself. You have to love your life. You have to enjoy your life. You have to embrace your life again. Spend time with yourself again. You have to find things that you love. And as you begin to rest, or try to find rest, not from the physical things, because we already know the things that we should do. You have to rest. You're exhausted. You see, you take rest from physical stuff, but there are other things that bring you to a place of exhaustion. When it comes to those things, you can't take a step back, or you can't rest from those things the same way that you rest from physical activity, where once you sleep and eat, you're good. And those things that bring us to a place of exhaustion in that way, apart from physical activities, they are different and they show themselves in a different way. See, those things show themselves in a much deeper way, and they can be deeply hidden, where you don't realize that some of the insecurities that you have and the way that you view yourself, it's really coming from that place. And that's why you have certain people who they are in like horrible relationship, and people would bully them. People would always make joke about them, and they will never stand for themselves. And they never stand for themselves because they are afraid of being alone. They want to be among the group. Now I remember when I was growing up and we moved to this new state. I was the new kid in the neighborhood, and they would always make fun of me because the way I spoke was different from the way they all spoke. They would do mean stuff to me because they didn't really accept me, and I know I didn't really fit in. Everything about me was so different from them. But I would still try to hang out. I would still try to be their friends. And sometimes they would make fun. You know how they make fun of you? And I would laugh. I would just laugh from embarrassment, and I would take those things. And I remember one time, it was for a Christmas celebration. And during Christmas celebration, we would go out, group of friends. At least that's how it was back then. Put on our Christmas best. And any stranger we see, we ask them for money. And on that Christmas day, we were supposed to all go out together as friends. And they told me, oh, go home, go change, and come meet us here. So we leave. And I was excited, and I ran home. I put on the Christmas outfit my mother bought for me. And by the time I got to the place where I left them, they were all gone. They left me. I walked back home, and my mother saw me, and she already knew. She said, oh, they left you, right? Later that night, when they all came back, I went to look for them. And I know this can be different because I was a kid. But there are most of us that still live like that, even as adults, and that's because we don't want to be alone. And I know it's difficult being alone. Life can be hard and very difficult. And some people think that when life is hard and they get tired from dealing with day-to-day life and people, that they might be doing something wrong. But being tired is a sign of living. It's a sign of you fighting your own battles and carrying your own cross. But I just want to talk about the exhaustion that we carry that we might be blinded to, that make us to come to a place where, you always have this circle. It's almost like you find yourself in a slum. And you feel like you can't be creative. You feel like you can't even do the things that you love to do. And most times you can't really place your hands on why you feel the way you feel. And then you start looking for ways to escape. You start looking for ways to distract yourself, ways to entertain yourself, so you don't have to deal with those feelings. And the more you think about it, you start realizing that you're exhausted, because the fact that you can be positive and have a great outlook on life, that does not mean that life is not happening. And just as it is important to be motivated and have a great outlook and be optimistic about life, it's also important to acknowledge when life gets real, when there is nobody to go to, when there is no videos to watch. And as I'm on this journey, the more that I try to be present with myself, the more that I try to get to know myself, and the more that I self-assess my life, the more I realize that what I'm really dealing with is exhaustion. And I believe that's what most of us are dealing with. It's really exhaustion. Exhaustion from people and in certain relationships that are not really serving us. Exhaustion from life. Exhaustion from people who don't really care about us. People that care about us only for their own sake. You always invite me when there is something happening because you know we drive together. I come, I pick you up, and we go. And that's how it's always been. So you would always invite me every Saturday. And the moment that I'm out of commission and I can no longer pick you up, the invitation stops coming. And it just didn't stop coming because you no longer go. No, it stopped coming, but you're still going. Every Saturday you still go. You go there. Oh man, can you come do this today with me? Oh man, and I would love to. I would love to, man, but I can't pick you up today because I'm out of commission. My car is out of commission. But I'm still down to go. It's like, oh, okay, I'll get back to you. And these are the kind of relationships that we have. And those relationships take from us and bring us to a place of exhaustion over time. Because these are the relationships that takes and takes and takes from us. And it takes and it takes. And even when it's given with an intent to take. Give you $20 today, so tomorrow you can take $200. So it's important to keep assessing your life. To come to a place where you love your life again. Where you become your own best friend. And if you've never been in love with yourself ever, you have to start learning how to be in love with yourself. How to be satisfied, how to find fulfillment and contentment from within. Where you can slow down from all the noise and all the expectations. And realize that as long as people keep taking and taking and taking away from you, there will come a time when there is nothing left to take. Because there's nothing left. Not even for you. Even when you are giving and giving and giving, and you're giving because you feel like a sense of guilt, or you fear their response. If you were to say no. So you never say no, even at your own detriment. That's what I'm saying. But when you can say no, that's when you really know who's who. Because, see, you're the captain of your own life. You're the captain of your own ship. And I would rather be alone. At least I know that if nobody got me, I got me. Even if it's just me. Than to have somebody in my boat and they keep poking hole on my boat and water keep coming into my boat. And as my boat starts sinking, they can jump ship. Because it's not their boat, it's not their life. You have to look out for yourself. You have to really care about yourself. You have to love your life. You have to enjoy your life. You have to embrace your life again. Spend time with yourself again. You have to find things that you love. And as you begin to rest, or try to find rest, not from the physical things, because we already know the things that we should do. And I hope you have the understanding that the way that we find rest from the things or from the exhaustion that we have that are not caused by physical things, it's different from the same way we find rest from physical exhaustion. And I believe the way we find this kind of rest from this mental exhaustion and psychological exhaustion and from the things that life can throw at us, it's really from a place of solitude where it's just you. And that's why I'm starting to get into camping and hunting and fishing. And I could be out there fishing alone. I could hunt a whole day. And I have a feeling that I will do it for you as well. I go to the gym. I love going to the gym. And so you have to be able to detach. You cannot be addicted to the outside noise. And when I make videos like this, I know it really be for me. It really be me like speaking to myself. And I understand that it's not that everything that might bring us to a place of exhaustion doesn't serve us, but it's just to know the importance of taking a step back. You're a mother, you're taking care of your family, or a father, taking care of your family. Sometimes, you go out and just relax Like just step back from everything. But it's not with the mindset of, oh, I'm stepping back from everything so I can do all these things that doesn't benefit me. But it's with the mindset of, I have to step back and spend time with myself. Spend time with myself so I can be able to be the best me around people that matters to me. Like, we're gonna be okay. I know everything's gonna be okay. I'm really rooting for you, and I want to thank you all for watching, and thank you for every support.